Hey guys, welcome to week 3 of Lapwar, League of Primos weekly review. That's Brooklyn, who waved a couple seconds ago.
I hope everyone knows who I am.
That's my wife.
I thought you were gay.
This is my in-laws' house. I'm behind enemy lines right now. Jesse, don't tell your mom I said that. Brooklyn, don't tell your mom I said that. Maggie, don't tell your mom I said that. But we're going to go over this week's games, and here we go. The first game is going to be Branditos Banditos versus Cleese Jumpty Dumpties, and a nail-biter win coming down to a 1v1 on defense. Brandito gets the win 150.92 to 143.40. Gabe Davis didn't show up. That made me sick. Almost sicker than getting a whole KFC bucket.
We got bucketed! We got bucketed!
Unfortunate for me, down to 1-3. Sometimes the champions fall the hardest. The next week's game is going to be Kevin's awesome team versus Jack Sparrow's tight ends. Jack Sparrow looking to stay undefeated this season. Does he do it? He does, winning 114.32 to 89.5. Does not help when the starting running backs for Kevin's awesome team scored a combined 9.7 points. That's not good.
That's no good.
But yeah, way to stay undefeated, champ. After that, we have Bin Laden's Bombers versus Abe Lincoln's Rusty Trombones. And in a landslide win, 159.86 Bin Laden's Bombers beating Abe Lincoln. Lincoln getting shot again. It was pretty even between Stafford and Anthony Richardson, although Anthony Richardson scored more than Stafford and played half a game, which isn't that good.
That's no good.
However, it comes down to the play of Derrick Henry and Nico Collins. Derrick Henry with 44.9 points, 199 rushing yards, 2 total touchdowns, and then Nico Collins with 38.1 points. I mean, kind of hard when over 80 of your points comes from 2 guys. So, good week for you. And, I will say, when it comes to the Bin Laden Bombers, they start off a little cold, they've gotten hot. They start off with the 13th in the power rankings. They have moved up to 5th, which I'll go over all those later. Next game, we have the Red Lobster Cheddar Biscuits looking for their first win of the season, and Lauren's Optimum team also looking for their first win of the season. And the Red Lobster Cheddar Biscuits finally get their first win. Lauren, sorry. In a bold move, though, Lauren did start Adam Thielen, who was listed on the IR last Thursday.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
So make sure to start those lineups. It also helps. The highest scoring person for both teams was the San Francisco 49ers defense of 23. But yeah, definitely a bold move starting somebody who wasn't going to play at all. After that, we have Kevin James Hot coming off of a terrible week, the lowest scoring team, versus a really hot Tevat Tanks team, who even though their owner hasn't probably been keeping up with their lineup at all, Bonbon, they win this one 155.92 to 133.6. It was a well-fought game, but, CD scored 25.6 points and Jaden Reed with 32.1. And then Bonbon, Young Ho Koo with a whopping 20 points from a kicker, which is absolutely insane, getting you the win there, putting him to 3-1. Our next game is the Big Tree City Big Bears versus El Hamburglar. And again, another landslide win. El Hamburglar winning 171.28 to 96.74.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
I mean, the scoring for him was absolutely insane. Justin Fields had 36.98 points this week, 312 yards passing, only the third time he's thrown for over 300 yards in his career. He had 55 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns. He had Justin Jefferson, he had James Conner, he had Kyron Williams, all scored over 20 for him, with Diggs adding 18.5 and then Pollard adding 18.8. Meanwhile, Nick would have actually gotten more points if he started Christian McCaffrey with double tendonitis, not playing a game this entire season. He scored 0. Carson Steele, starting running back for Nick this week, scored a whopping negative 0.4 points, 6 rushing yards and a fumble. Not good. Maybe next time you may want to start Christian McCaffrey, although he's not playing. Who knows? Maybe those German scientists know what they're doing. And then our last game of the week, we have Hogwarts Wizards looking to stay undefeated versus I Paid My Taxes. And again, Allison with the win. It's obviously one of her worst weeks with only 104 points. And even though it was a garbage week, it does help when I pay my taxes, I guess, got their taxes deducted because it was 73.88 points scored from them. They only had one person scoring in double digits all week, which was, I believe, David Montgomery. And I don't think he made much of a comeback last night to help you overcome her, which is unfortunate. But Allison staying undefeated. Christian and Allison, first of all, congratulations on the child. Both of you guys are the only undefeated people left in the league. So let's see what we have to say about that. Of course, like every week, we're going to give a huge shout out to the most points scored this week being El Hamburglar. You have over half your team scoring 18 plus points. It's really hard not to do that. But a whopping 171.28 points. Then obviously we have to give it to our loser of the week, our lowest scoring team, being I Pay My Taxes. It looks like you guys got the IRS at your doorstep because 73.88 points is not a good week.
No good.
You can turn around, but here you go.
You suck.
Lumpa mia bimba. The boy has no skills. You schooled by a little girl.
And like every week, we're going to go over the new refresh power rankings going 14-2-1. 14, Lauren's Optimum Team stays at the bottom there. 13 is Abe Lincoln's Rusty Trombones. At the 12th spot is Big Tree City Big Bears. 11 is the Red Lobster Cheddar Biscuits. 10 is Cleese Jumpty Dumpties. 9 is I Pay My Taxes. 8, Kevin's Awesome Team. 7 is Kevin James Hot. 6, Branditos Banditos. Number 5 is Bin Laden's Bombers. Again, told you 13-5, a giant jump in the power rankings. At 4 is Tevat Tanks, falling to 4 after starting at 2. El Hamburglar looking good this year. Then we got Jack Sparrow's tight end, and then Allison Hogwarts Wizards at the 1 spot still. So again, it's only a quarter of the way through the season, but it's starting to ramp up. You gotta make sure you get those people in your teams. Make sure you're checking your rosters and not starting Adam Thielen, who's on the IR. And also because we're now at the quarter season mark, which is crazy. We're already at the 4th game of this season. We're gonna go over the standings for each of the leagues. We'll start in the Tevat League. Jack Sparrow's tight end, whopping 4-0, undefeated still. At the 2 seed there, we have El Hamburger at 3-1. Tied for the 3rd seed is Branditos Banditos and Big C Trinity Big Bears at 2-2. At 5th is tied for 5th is Cleese Jumpty Dumpties and the Red Lobster Cheddar Biscuits. And at the last spot is 0-4 is Lauren's Optimum Team. In the League of Legends division, Hogwarts Wizards Allison still undefeated at 4-0 with, again, Bonbon 3-1 after not touching his team at all for the past 2 years. Then we have a whopping 4-way tie for 3rd at 2-2 between Bin Laden's Bombers, Kevin James Hot, Kevin's Awesome Team, not Kevin James' Awesome Team, and I Pay My Taxes with Abe Lincoln Rusty Trombone still at 0-4 looking for their first win at the bottom of that leaderboard. And then, of course, we're going to go into Week 5. We have Abe Lincoln's Rusty Trombones versus Cleese Jumpty Dumpties. We have Red Lobster Cheddar Biscuits versus Jack Sparrow's tight end looking to stay undefeated. We have Kevin James Hot versus Kevin's Awesome Team. We have the Battle of the Kevins. That's going to be an exciting one to see. We have Branditos Banditos versus the Hamburglar. Battle of the Robbers, I guess. Somebody who steals burgers. Somebody who just steals, I guess. Then we have I Pay My Taxes versus Bin Laden's Bombers. It's going to be interesting to see what the IRS looks like against Al-Qaeda. Then we have Big C Trinity Big Bears versus Lauren's Optimum Team. And then the game of the week is going to be Hogwarts Wizards versus Tevat Tanks. The 4-0 and the 3-1 go up against each other from the League of Legends bracket. And it's going to be interesting. The winner of that game stays at first place, it looks like. So really early still in the league. Make sure you get those checked in, and I will see you next week.
We're not going to them.
Yeah, they have.
We got bucketed.
We got bucketed. You
What's
son of
the
a bitch.
What's the full order there, Nick? What?
I don't know. I don't know.
They didn't give me the receipt.
It's a bucket. We got.
The mashed potatoes and gravy.
I can't.
We got a bucket, mashed potatoes and gravy. It's just mashed potatoes and gravy in there. There's stuff at the bottom
No,
there.
this is a famous bowl.
We got a bucket, a famous bowl. 4, 2, only have 4 things of mac and cheese?